In Phoenix, we have just went live. Can't hear you. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, Phoenix, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to get lined up for everything. Okay, I'm gonna let the view we have. I'm fixing to move into my little zone. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to give you some pretty even views. So you say the microphone working good? I'm not gonna try to sit in the view for a while. Not too much on the side of it. Okay, now we are out here on Bayou Bonfaka. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me in the room, let me know. Let me bring me the mic for the piece. Y'all come on in the room. We got 11 in the room. Come on in the room. We out on the bayou tonight.
It's the Bayou Buffet, huh, Chief? For the big backs. Big back buffet tonight. I think Chief will be right back. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think. All right, we'll give it a few minutes. I'm certain she'll be back. Bear with us. It's good to see y'all. How y'all doing? Osio, Halato, Chimachukma, Sego. Oh yeah, she got a big back buffet for y'all tonight. This if you on a diet, this ain't where you want to be. Okay, this is for the strictly for the big bags. Just give us a few moments. She'll be right back with us.
Okay, can y'all hear me? I'm not hearing anything, Amy.
I'm here, Chief. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I was like, did they hear me?
Yes.
Did they hear me? 'Cause I'm still mic problem. I don't know what they're doing. How's everybody doing? Give me this. How's everybody doing today? Is the microphone? Okay, let me say the microphone acting up. Hold up. Say something, Phoenix.
Microphone check 1 2.
Microphone check 1 2. What are you saying? She says clear. All right, we clear now. All right. Good evening, everybody. Um, I miss everybody. Phoenix and I coming back, bringing y'all up to date on some stuff. But y'all notice we're gonna be dealing with West Florida. Are y'all ready to let's start dealing with West Florida? Waiting to hear response. We got 34 people in the room. Phoenix and I have been discussing some things we would like to see happen in this next series. If y'all can notice, y'all got a beautiful beach front look from the bayou. What y'all think about the live bayou area?
It's absolutely beautiful.
Sunset. You know, West Florida is a beautiful place, Phoenix. While we waiting on them to come in the room, hey, y'all tag out to some people. Let them know we coming on. We know we didn't give you a notice. Um, hold 1 second. What are you saying? Um, Notice we didn't give y'all a notice, but we do have some plans, and looks fantastic. Thanks. Um, Phoenix and I want to do the West Florida series. It's going to lead into a lot of great stuff that we are talking about doing. We're going to take it phases, so you're going to get to have me a few more. Should I say regular Phoenix? We're going to have a little regular series running for a while. We plan on running our show from starting now, introducing to you what we are doing, on into January, throughout the Pierre Jose Day, which is January 8th. And I'm seeing I'm having some power problem right now, even though it's in. One of my power line is wanting to act up out here on this beach. But what we're talking about doing in Phoenix, if you would like to come in and give a brief on what you're going to be doing from now to January, I think we can bring them up to date on a lot of great stuff that's getting ready to happen. Y'all know Colonizer the Chief cannot VB. Now, Phoenix, Ishmael, and J Mar done a dynamic job on that, and they fixing to come back with another series. Phoenix, tell them where you're going. Boy, two people in the room. We moving on up. The kitchen warming up. Hello, cousin.
Lucia. We are coming back, part two, Colonizer to King. We got a lot going on. Looking forward to bringing some of these spicy meatballs to you. Um, so we'll have something for y'all this winter to keep y'all occupied. That's for sure. Um, Lots of good things going on in Indian country, and I hope you're taking advantage of all of the things that are happening. Whatever it is that you can do while everybody else is bickering and going back and forth, it'd be a good idea to handle some of your business now. The gatekeepers are really, really busy. It's a good time. And I just say that. Happy to be here. Look at Chief with a beautiful self and that beautiful landscape. I wish I was there with you, sister. I sure do.
We
I
got to
can't wait to come back.
start showing the beauty of Bonfaka. You know, um, got good fishing. Percy, Aima, and I went fishing and crabbing yesterday. I think that's what got us in the mood to bring y'all onto the fishing creek with us. Okay. But we're gonna be moving around with this here series, Phoenix. We're not gonna be just caught in the studio. We're gonna do some video shots. Um, I plan on bringing in the part of Fort Pike into here, and the way it need to be brought back because it's all grown up and stuff now. They closed it down, and I'll cover that in one of the series wise close. But we're gonna hit some key spots. Okay. Um, I want people to feel the history. And I think if we do it this way, not only would you see it here, but it'll give you a chance to come and see it live, like Phoenix did. It's a country town with beautiful locations. I'm gonna take you out onto Lake Pontchartrain on this tour, and we're gonna sit out on the lake and look at the lake and um, have the bridge in our background, so you can see the bridge that cross you over and connect us to New Orleans. For those who don't know this area, we're gonna try to find a way to include everybody to see some of the stuff going on. So if we're gonna be starting now, which we were supposed to start in October, we cheating just a little bit. We was gonna start in October and go throughout to Pierre Jose. But there's so much going on out there. One thing I want to try to keep us focused on, as Phoenix said just now, let's look at the stuff that's happening. Turn your television on. Don't have to say what we're talking about. Um, and I'm saying it like that for a reason. Um, I don't want my Cooking with Chief show to become another kind of show. We want to kind of stick with history. But some present day things, Phoenix actually cross paths with the history, you know? And our audience need to be paying very close attention. So I'm gonna say it like this. Some of the things we have talked about on the show previously, we talked about stuff like how did the Indians lose their right? Okay. In this series, you're gonna start seeing more stuff about that. Okay. Um, then Phoenix is gonna go into um, um, Colonizer to King. You're gonna start seeing deeper what happened. You're gonna start seeing um, what's going on now. This is not the first time, Phoenix. Um, this is just a repeat of a repeat. They use the same book. The characters change, but the whole show stays the same. So if you haven't been keeping up with us and you are new to the channel, go back and look at some of the videos we did, which is some of the main topics I'm hearing now out there on YouTube. What kind of black are you? Y'all remember that show? If anybody remember that show, put it in there. What kind of black are you? Isn't it amazing? We talked about this, and now that's all you hear, Phoenix. What kind of black a person are? One thing we have accomplished is we letting people know it's more than one kind of black, with more than one kind of culture. And because we have the same skin color, it does not make us the same. Okay? Culturally wise, history wise. So it's time for us to look back at some of the shows we did. We did the shows about um, the 13 colonies. We're going to get in deep on that in this series. Um, we talked about, this here's not a recap. I'm going to say this here is more like a summary. when you say that, Phoenix, it's not a recap, it's a summary.
Yes.
A lot of new stuff, but it's going to take and tie into stuff we have talked about on previous shows. You're going to see, we talked about the birth of a new nation, or birth of a nation. We all realized the nation was fraternities, sororities that was put together to maintain or control people, as you younger people say, gatekeeper type system, correct, Phoenix? So we're going to start seeing today we got gatekeepers still. We got people who still trying to keep us under control. Um, we got people still stealing our identity. All of this stuff is new. I heard people say, I don't want to be black. I'm not black. Well, okay, turn your TV on now. On YouTube, all you're hearing is black and brown, black and brown. What happened to the African American, Phoenix, in the last couple of months? Please tell me.
Ain't
What,
heard from them.
did they go to Africa or something?
Mm, I haven't seen them. I haven't heard much of the African American in a very long time. It's been about a year or so.
Our people that does the news and the talk shows are African American, African American. There's only about 2, 3 people out there still talking about African and American, and some of them letting you know that when they went there, they just didn't connect. So, my thing is, um, why would we give up our identity, Phoenix, for somebody else to take it and capitalize off it? Do that make any sense to you?
Not at all.
We're gonna add a little light in here. Even though we're on the beach, this little mobile studio thing have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So here comes some mobile power. Okay. I'm fixing to snap it and finish. Oh, that looks good when I get it snapped. Y'all bear with me for a minute. I email saying increase the light. Okay, how is that, Phoenix? That's pretty good. All right. So we out here with this beautiful blue sky. And it must let you know if we out here doing a show, it must be a peaceful place. Oh, because it's peaceful, it's quiet. After a while, the cars is going to slow down. It's going to get totally quiet. And then we can hear the fishes jumping in the water. All that. But anyway, back to the topic. Let's see what somebody say. Okay. Now, I read some of what you're saying. My thing is, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to answer this last person real quick. They told you the European history, and a lot of people want to hear the European history more than they want to hear their own history, because their history don't sound entertaining enough. So they go off on a rampage looking for history when we have the best history here. We have a history that people are coming in illegal to adopt our history. We got people coming in. Um, I want to touch on these few things. I said I didn't want to get too political, but I got to get a little bit. Um, we got people coming into this country gaining opportunities that you don't have. We got people coming in this country running for office and winning office in high places. We got first time generational people accomplishing more than people who have been here historically. Now, some of that is our own fault when we don't embrace our own history and our communities and move from our communities to somebody else's community. You understand what I'm saying, Phoenix? Um, we lose our culture, we lose our history. Then somebody else see the value of that which we have left. And we don't realize the wealth that we have within our own families across this country until we look and see somebody else walking away with it with pride. And I think that's some things we should, um, how can I put it? We can't deny that we played a part in our own demise. We can't deny some of us didn't want to hear the truth even from our own people. So the white people come through and other people, because remember I told you all, there is more than just one kind of European. And Phoenix going in that deeper on when she break into stuff. She's going to do that part. Y'all know Phoenix good at the genealogy. Okay, Cotton Willie said he headed to Arkansas. Phoenix, I seen he dropped it in the chat room. Check on our place over there while you're going. Have a safe trip. Listen to the show while you're going down the road.
Safe travels, cousin.
So, what I want us to understand is we have to be the one, lead our fight, do our own research, stop trying to take shortcuts. Okay? You take shortcuts after you know the long way. I'm going to shut up for a minute because I'm going to come back and I'm going to be setting up things to start going into what we're going to be talking about some of in this series. So while I'm shutting up, letting things come in, and like I said, I'm not trying to make it a political platform, but you're welcome to speak out on what you feel, on what you see now, as long as you keep it decent and in order. But I want to know if you
Yes.
see a comparison of repeat of history, because if we see repeat of history, we should be learned enough not to repeat it the wrong way. So while I'm getting ready to come up with where we're going to be going with this show, I'm going to turn over the floor to Phoenix. And hey, y'all, I'm glad we got 64 people in the room. Phoenix have some plans for the show to go to another level. I'm going to let her um, be the one talk on that. She been setting a new goal. So y'all ready for a new goal? Um, so she have new goals set. Um,
Yes.
while she's doing that, let me get the presentation together.
Let me I want to get this picture of the map up, that beautiful map. Let's see. Can I get that West Florida map up?
Oh, I'm come with it for you right now. I'll be coming with that with you in a few seconds.
Let me see. Give me 1 second here. I want to get that beautiful map up.
Yeah, I got you one over here if you don't, but I'm add me to the page. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Just a second while we set up. We got some interesting things to talk about. Very excited. And we could take so many things. You see how Tom, Chief did that interview with Tom, and we was able to uh, do a whole series. I think we did what, maybe 10 parts to it. I
Oh,
don't remember how many parts. I think we did. I know we did at least 8, but I think we did 10 parts to Colonizer the Chief, and we're going to be able to do that same thing with Colonizer the King. And forgive me if the name is going to change a little bit to, suit the actual details of what we're going to be talking about and how these people, the different type of, what kind of black are you? We're going to show people what kind of black some of these folks are. And get to the details. And then there's some things that we're going to present to make sure that it's clear, some of the history that America has with other places that have been greatly disturbed and disrupted, Haiti in particular. And we're going to talk about the exchange of people from Haiti that came into Louisiana, came into different portions of the United States. And we're going to go deep into a thing. I'm excited. What is that, Chief? You want to tell them what that is?
well, that is the Republic of West Florida. That one star that actually ended up being picked up by Texas and California. Well, it originated here in West Florida. And Phoenix, what a lot of people don't know about West Florida is the great history it has. The history does not run exactly the way I hear some people talking, as if everything here was done through slavery. Thank you, you two, for the um, shoot, the donation. I was trying to get that out. My mind was rolling on the film, but I didn't want to miss not thanking you because I'll get in trouble with Amy if I missed it. But everybody help me thank people if I miss it because I want to focus on where I'm at.
Got you, Chief.
Okay, West Florida is a dynamic place, but is a history that's lost. And my thing is, I don't understand how we have lost such a great history. Phoenix, it has good, bad, and ugly to it, but it's history. And, I can't talk about Bofacan, Shafunkta, and Shanta and leave out West Florida. And we have some great things that's happening in West Florida that we want to share with you all as it's unfolding and the blessings and the doors is opening. So Phoenix and I are starting the series off now, but you're going to see it grow. If you haven't studied West Florida, as we're going through with this, please look at it. Please understand the history and the value point. I'm gonna come back to this here stuff, but I want to come down and come to something what Phoenix was saying. So when I'm talking West Florida, Phoenix, this is West Florida. Can you guys see that?
Now, I just noticed something, Chief. West Florida does not include New Orleans.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
interesting.
You want me to zoom in a little better so our audience can see it?
Yes, please.
There you go. Um, so we have West Florida, and you hear me talking about West Florida all the time. The thing is, am I giving you an opportunity to really see what West Florida looks like? What's going on in West Florida? Right now, when you say West Florida, the first place people go is to Pensacola. But if you notice with the map, Phoenix, and we're going to go into another one. I have this pretty laid out, y'all. I'm graduating. Don't you love it?
East Florida, West Florida.
Can y'all see the map? Are we going to go back, Phoenix, and take our time? We presenting some stuff to you all today because y'all always hear me talking about West Florida. Okay, West Florida, East Florida. Let's zoom in a little, Phoenix, and let's see where we are talking about. Can you see where the lines is in that area?
Yes, ma'am. Is that St. Stephen's line?
Yes, ma'am. Let me tell you what it is. Look at the bottom. You see, you got East and West Florida. You got East Florida, which is still in the orange. Then you got the West Florida in the deeper purple. And then you
The expansion.
mentioned that I was telling you about. And the expansion came about in 1764 to 1781. Okay? So, when we're talking about these different issues, maybe slavery or whatever, we keep talking about Mississippi. Where is Mississippi, Phoenix? In the 1700s, where is Mississippi?
Nothing but the river.
Okay, but I see Georgia. So they were talking about the Mississippi River, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Couldn't have been talking about Mississippi the state because there is no Mississippi the state in 1763. Come on, chat. Let me know what y'all saying. I want to hear y'all. Do y'all get it? 73 people in the room. I hope we have 73 likes. Davida, please. And Evan, see if we got 73 likes. Ask them as they come in. Please hit the like button. Are y'all understanding this? Did you get this out your school book? So when you all hollering about Mississippi, and y'all hear Chief saying, what Mississippi? So now, okay, what Mississippi, Phoenix? Is not there.
One Mississippi, two Mississippi.
So did somebody trick people of their history again? So somewhere it got tricked because we know in the maps of Spain, Bofacal was here, but there was no Mississippi. What y'all saying? That's right, no Mississippi till the early 1800s. American Indian. So then when you or anyone say, well, I'm from Mississippi. What Mississippi? The river? Let's go to another slide. because we want to clear history up as much as possible. We're going to go to this one next, Phoenix. Just look at West Florida this way. Can y'all see that? Now, I want y'all to know.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the way I normally like to do my presentations. I want y'all to know that. And my dream was one day to be able to do it the way we're doing it now. Well, I could come on, show you what I'm talking about without somebody else trying to edit what I'm saying. Can y'all see West Florida? Let's zoom in and see what we come up with, Phoenix. Can y'all see?
That
Phoenix,
one is a little special
huh?
because I said that one's special there.
You like it, huh?
I do.
Hmm. Do you see the writing on it? I believe it's it there. Do y'all see where the Seminars is in 1819? Do you see the money worth and value that the United States supposedly paid for that? Ceded by Spain to United States, 1819. 5 little million measly dollars. Now, here's the problem. And if you notice, let me go back again so y'all can see it again. So I'm gonna zoom it in. That's 1819, Phoenix. That's way after Louisiana purchase. And
Yeah.
what Louisiana not in it? Well, Louisiana was still under dispute till 1821. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Ceded by France to United States, 1803, huh?
Uh, but when you get over to West Florida, it says taken possession of by the United States, 1810 to 1813.
Yep.
Taken possession. Well, okay, there's New Orleans. Y'all see New Orleans right there? Let me get my pen right quick. We're gonna go a little deeper into this. I'll set my pen somewhere. Here it is. No, it's not. Okay, blue pen. Because I want you to understand a few things. Wait a minute. Going out the way. New Orleans is sitting right there, Phoenix. You see Lake Pontchartrain?
I do.
You see where New Orleans is on the white side, not even part or included into the Louisiana purchase? I mean, excluded from the Louisiana because it was purchased with the rest of Louisiana in 1803. If you look farther over, you see ceded by France to the United States, 1803. So New Orleans was already taken over by 1803 when the rest of this was here. So when people saying the slaves was fleeing from one place to the other, well, guess where they were fleeing? When they was fleeing to West Florida is not the West Florida people think. West Florida is right there. Why would you travel all the way over to where the Seminars is? Way over here toward the Miami direction. When you had West Florida that was not included in the United States at the same time. Y'all with me? Let me if y'all with me. Is this good?
And why would they be fleeing to West Florida, Chief?
Huh? For
Why
freedom.
would they?
Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom because we were not a part of the United States. Why would you
Well, there
travel?
was no slavery in West Florida.
Not the kind that people talk about. Other people brought their slaves with them and brought slaves in here. The Indians here wasn't enslaving anyone. Not here. Now I'm not going to say they was not who have been left into the area who adopted European ways. I'm sure they did. Okay, I'm sure they did. But the thing is, we paint a broad picture. We can take the way the political system going now. We cannot paint everybody of color voting Democrat. We cannot paint everybody white voting Republican. We painting with a too broad a paintbrush. Okay? We gotta have better understanding of history. Better understanding. I see the chat room is getting fired up. Phoenix, they up to 80. What are y'all saying? See, they listening. I'm glad y'all are. Because this is not our fight that's going on out there right now. Our fight is still being fought. I'm going to come over here to West Florida. Go over here again. I'm doing this here because we're going to come back, Phoenix, as we go on in this series, and we're going to keep breaking it down. Can y'all see the shot? And I call it the Chattahoochee because that is still named in the name of the Chattah. Y'all see that right there? Call it whatever you want. It's the Chattahoochee River. Do you see how far West Florida go all the way to Pensacola? Can you see that? Y'all saw on the show last year when Nadi went and brought back the maps of Spain. And we got to really look at these old maps. Okay, Phoenix, you can get a better view right here. Can y'all see that area? Got my pen now. Let me do it in another color. Well,
Yes, indeed.
New Orleans is right here. Y'all see New Orleans? I'll do it even better. See that little area saying New Orleans? You see the Mississippi River? This is the Mississippi River. Y'all see it? I'm on the other side. This little spot right here. That's Lake Pontchartrain. If you notice, New Orleans, Phoenix was with Spain when.
Oh man, I think we lost you 1 second, Chief.
Okay,
There
lost
you
power on that camera, but I was smart. I got a backup camera, huh,
go.
Phoenix?
I know you do.
Can y'all hear me? 1 second.
One second, I'll be right back.
Can you hear me, Phoenix? Um, Waiting on Phoenix to let me know if she can hear me. Wait a minute, Charlie. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Wouldn't end up with a little technical difficulty. Okay, y'all say y'all can hear me, right? All right. Um, what I was saying, if y'all can hear me, we are looking at the whole issue of the history of West Florida that have been altered. Yeah, Fuller. That mean at one time, so when you're doing your research and your genealogy, yes, Mississippi, part of it was a part of Florida, West Florida. Yes. So we have to look at the game been played on giving us history. And when somebody say Mississippi, we're gonna have to start saying what Mississippi. So to know what Mississippi, you're gonna have to also know um, in time of history when this is done, which map are they using? We're gonna walk through all of that through these series. I'm not even gonna hold y'all long tonight. That's why we started at this time. I want y'all to know where we fixing to head. We're gonna dive into that West Florida so we can correct certain things. And maybe that's why some of y'all can't find your paperwork, can't find your connection. Okay? We're gonna move into that um, to you. We're gonna move into that series and we're gonna talk about that, the Indian territories and all of that. We're fixing to do, I told you we're gonna run from October, which is the new year for the tribe. October starts our new year. So we're gonna run from our new year and go all the way into the new year of my other country. I have dual citizenship. So I'm gonna celebrate both New Years. Y'all gonna celebrate both New Years with me? Okay, Phoenix, you done made
I
it back.
will.
Let me hear what you got to say.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Pierre, Jose, and Dave, we was there last year, and I know this year gonna be amazing too. Bonfaka, Slidell, I'm gonna just tell you that is America's hug right there. If we could take the pleasant, the loving, the hospitality, the attitudes of everybody in that city, in that area, in that parish, and multiply that, that's how you make America great again. Being from New York, when you catch everybody on their A game for customer service, when there's somebody that's 18 years old that calls you baby and it's totally okay, I absolutely had a great time there. I know Celestine did. Meeting all your people, just everybody. It was just a beautiful city, a beautiful place, great food. And like I said, just friendly, good conversation. Human kindness lives. It lives there. I loved it.
Well, Phoenix, maybe some of the activities we'll be able to list them as they coming up, and those who are near may want to just drive over, and celebrate with us. We got great things going to be going on throughout this here whole from New Year to New Year. I think that's what we're gonna call it, Phoenix. From the Shatta New Year to the American New Year, we're gonna celebrate. I want to do have a few minutes with you all before we even close out tonight to tell you all how much I really appreciate y'all helping build this channel. Because with all the madness out there, we have a wonderful channel with wonderful audience. Y'all don't even see Chief half of the time. I drop in, I don't care what time of day or night, Phoenix, there they are. But Phoenix gonna announce some challenges that she wanting to put on me, and I need Sun Spirit. I need all of y'all. Please help me, Evans. I need y'all. Phoenix threw something out there on me today. Phoenix, tell them what you want
So
to do.
I say by February, the new goal, Chief should have 20,000 subscribers by February. By the time her birthday, her next New Year comes in, I think she should be at 20,000. What y'all think? Y'all think it? Y'all think so? She's almost at 11,000 now. Still growing, even in her absence. There's so much information and so much history there that people that can come into this channel today and go backwards and just be full, and they can catch up and be ready for the next barbecue, the next buffet.
And
Indeed.
Phoenix, what's good about it? We're building a history across West Florida that connects to so many people who say my people is from down south. you know so this is a way for us to honor our people. Let's build a channel to get their real history out. I don't care. I don't want to say this, Phoenix, because y'all know Chief try to be this here little super young Chief and hang with the young folks. I didn't have to use a couple of y'all words this week. I had to let these people know in another fight that we're going to talk about later on that I'm sworn to stay quiet on. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get rid of these doorkeepers. You understand what I'm saying? These gatekeepers and stuff. They, uh, 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 um, So I'm learning from y'all too, because yeah, that's a good name for it, gatekeepers. And a couple other things y'all done taught me. I really like that one though. So we got a few gatekeepers we're gonna be exposing. What we are actually doing, I told Phoenix, that we have to clean the kitchen up a little bit and the restaurant up.
Right.
We have to get rid of some roaches and some cockroaches, house roaches, and some rats running loose on the internet and throughout our city. So we decide to get some raid and hot shot and start taking care of that junk. Y'all ready for it? You know, we have to bust some fraud before. So we're gonna be exposing some stuff. Man, this is gonna be a dynamite year. Okay? This is gonna be the shortest year in your life, from October the 1st to January. Okay? And we're gonna be bringing some things out, getting rid of them rats, and we're gonna even, take care of a few gatekeepers along the way, But the most important thing, we're gonna gain more knowledge when we're out here talking about Mississippi and Alabama. Are y'all with me? I saw a priest about 3 years ago. He was explaining to me and Sharon and Noreen in a meeting that the Pope had sent him to go study West Florida and what happened to the priest that was killed. He said, I'm on my way to Pensacola. It was so funny because he was sitting in West Florida telling me he was going to West Florida because he didn't have his timeline right. You see what I'm saying? So that messes history up. And now y'all see why I didn't want y'all to get rid of your word black. I know you're an Indian. I know you're a foundation of black. Another thing I learned from y'all that I agree with. There's certain things I told y'all I don't like. Foundational black, I like. I like that. Because now you didn't put yourself not in Africa. You're not an African American. You said I'm foundational black. I'm a part of this establishment. I'm from the roots of this place. I'm from the places that you made wash away. And I need you all help because I've been bringing some stuff to you to make things be visible again. We bring in Bonfacat to show y'all. Chef Funkta, we finna bring you West Florida. They not gonna be able to lie after a while. Okay? All right, Alabama. Mountainville, if anybody wanna know why I was down in Mountainville, because it was part of West Florida.
That's Florida.
That's our history. So we're gonna get deep and we're gonna dive into these things. I'm sorry the other camera went out on the iPad, but y'all know what's so funny? Y'all ain't got Chief so savvy with this junk. Chief had two cameras set up at the same time. We just went on top of one camera. Wasn't that pretty neat, Phoenix? We didn't get cut off.
Yes, it was. It was so nice though. But you got it though. You you
Yeah,
you, you
just
did
moved
your
to another
homework.
camera. Could not show you all the maps tonight because the other camera went out. So, but wait a minute, Mike can do something. Hold on, just wait a minute. Let me take me out the way. Hold up, I'm lying. I can do something. I'm not gonna let my teachers think I done forgot what I learned from them. I took a quick short class from Ishmael, and I'm still rolling. Ishmael is a good teacher, y'all. Very good teacher. Let me see if I can split my screen.
Yes, he is. He got a new year coming up. He is awesome sauce. Shout out to cousin Ishmael Bay.
Yes, he is. He's dynamite. And no matter when you call Ishmael, he's ready to jump to the task. You know that, Phoenix? And I think that is wonderful for us to have such a great leader that's willing to share his time. And while I'm on that, Phoenix, I noticed that SCLC has a new president. Have not met him yet. I hope to bring him to the show or me to his show, as I told you today, so that we can see where are we going to go. Don't turn your back on your organizations that have been there for you. Okay, guys? Because when you give it up, somebody else pick it up. Can y'all put that on the post if you can hear me? Right now, I'm trying to do something. Y'all bear with Chief trying to do what she's trying to do. I don't want this. Um, but the thing what we have to realize, Phoenix, is the whole picture of okay, I think I got it. Y'all can see it now? Yeah. I think I'm about to get it. All right. Couldn't Ishmael. Here we go. I'm gonna close this right quick. Okay, here we go, Phoenix. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm getting there, huh? Tail cutting Ishmael. One line went down, and I just come up with another one. Let's go look at some of the towns that we are talking about that have been affected in history that we all need to make sure is no longer affected so people know what we are talking about. One of those areas I'm talking about is right here. Y'all see that, Phoenix? When we're looking at Alabama, y'all see it? Georgia. Look down below each one where Tallahassee and all these is. Look at all these little towns that is in Florida that got absorbed under, um, should I call it a takeover? Okay, Phoenix, this is what I was coming for. You ready?
Yes, indeed.
Can you see that? Tell me, can you see it? All right.
Yes.
Louisiana Purchase. If you notice, New Orleans was included. New Orleans was included in the Louisiana Purchase. We see, can y'all see me? This is the expansion up here, Phoenix. All of that with the grid right there, that's the expansion. Okay? Let's do it like this. That dotted line divides West Florida from the expansion of West Florida. We're going to get deep in this. Why I wanted to show this, because Phoenix, this is something you're talking about all the time. Naturalist. Yazoo River. Y'all with me? What is our audience saying? So when we're talking about West Florida, it actually go over. This is Pensacola, but it actually go all the way over here to the Chattahoochee River. Y'all with me? Can you see it? Tell me if you can see it. Phoenix, can you come back?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you was talking about those areas a while back. Now that you can see those areas sitting right here by you, what you think about it? This is that naturalist part. This is that um, right here in this area that right here what they call Amid. We're gonna talk about that little area. Y'all may have seen pictures of Indians, and it was the Lawson family. You remember seeing that on the internet sometime or another?
Yes. Yes. And
Okay, the
M.I.
Lawson family
Melinda.
was
Melinda Lawson.
they was from right here, right there inside that circle is where they was from. That's Amid. So where were they located? In West Florida. Y'all with me? And if you look at the dates, Phoenix, they took piece by piece. Look over here, annexed in 1812. This portion within here. Let me get it for y'all. This portion here, my screen wanting to drag. I'm gonna zoom into it. That portion there, 1812 to 1813, taken possession. Didn't say nothing about a Louisiana Purchase. Taken possession. Now we're gonna come out of that. We're gonna come over here. This part where I'm at, annexed 1810. So we're gonna go into this stuff. We're gonna go deep. What are y'all saying over here in the chat room? Let me hear y'all. Let me jump back over and see what y'all are talking about.
I wonder, did y'all notice that West Florida is east of the Mississippi River, right?
Go ahead, Phoenix.
I just wanted to make that point. And above, in the previous maps that you showed, also you see where Georgia is, and before this was annexed, that part where Natchez is, that expansion, all of that was what they call in Georgia, right, Chief?
That's
Before
correct.
Yazoo,
That's correct. Let me see something.
before the Yazoo land theft.
Let's go
So
to this one
as
right
they,
quick. Look at this one right
there you
quick.
go, there you go,
I'm just gonna help you. I'm ready for you, Phoenix. I told you it's
there
there.
you
Just start
go.
talking. Okay. I'm gonna start doing this like I do workshops or how I would teach my tribal members. So I'm gonna bring it up to you. Do y'all see the list at the bottom? Do you see the charting of who is where? Phoenix, are you looking at it?
Yes, ma'am. Arkansas, White, Mississippi, and Tennessee rivers. You got the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, the Creek, and the Seminole.
The people who they call the five civilized tribes. Y'all see what they say we ceded to them? That's a lot of land. And this is just one map. We're gonna do a lot of maps because the maps keep changing. Um, is one way, one wild, one another. But I wanted to go to this because when people say my Georgia, okay, here Georgia is way up here. Okay, now we just start getting the Mississippi, Alabama area right there. But we are talking about up here when they talking about the so-called five civilized tribe in 1830. So by that time, they done took part of um, they done took all of West Florida and broke it up into Louisiana in this area where I'm at, Mississippi, Alabama. Now we over into the Pensacola area to Florida. Are y'all learning anything? Please let me know. We don't want to waste your time. If you're learning something on the chat room, I'm back over here to hear any questions y'all have and see what I can answer. Now talk to me. Is y'all learning anything? Seed can mean lease. Yes, it can. Seed also can mean you just took it because you had power to take it. Y'all see what I'm saying? Is this a good
Seed,
thing? Is this a good thing
seed
that we
is definitely
do?
means to give up, and it's
Yes,
generally in terms of land, to surrender, or in other cases, give up.
but it never have anything to do with money.
And in their case, especially at this time with the money that they were making and the way that they were able to um, engage in commercial activity, they wasn't lacking money, wasn't the issue. So they hurt them by taking the land.
So, in other words, Phoenix, what I'm trying to say, when we say in Mississippi, we could be cutting yourself short on your history going farther back. You with me? Because you got to go back and look. So that means you didn't. Your history don't start till 1813. There's Mississippi. Are y'all with where I'm going at with this? What about prior to 1813? Let me see. I'm trying to see what somebody's saying over here. Um, yeah, take notes because we're gonna go back. Now, Phoenix, if our audience are listening, we talked about these different things from last year. I wasn't putting the maps up and stuff like that, but we talked about these things, and sometimes we need a picture in our mind while we're talking. Okay, y'all? And this is just to bring some clarity. Sometimes when you're looking for land ownership under Indians, you need to just concentrate on finding paper under your name. Because that's why I'm liking when people say in foundational black. Some people says, I want my 40 acres and a mule. Well, if you don't know what you're looking for, you might have had land given to your family. It may not be Indian land, but it's still a land patent given to them. You understand, Phoenix?
Right. Yep.
So don't just close your mind searching. Follow the path that leads you to where you are. And that's why I said, if anybody on this channel is familiar with the guys that do foundational black Americans, you tell them Chief Warhorse say, that's the best definition I done heard for people who are not Native American, but is a part of the fabric and foundation of America. I think that was a very thought out way. Because with all these immigrants coming in and the different kinds of black, you need to know what kind of black you are. So we did that show, and I'm proud to see someone proud of being a foundational black of America. It's not about just being an Indian. There were promises made to the blacks that served in this country in militaries, and their family members have lost track that they are the descendants of those people. This is our country. Native Americans and Black Americans, but we're the most neglected, underserved community. It hurts me to watch TV and see how they're battling over what to give to people that's just coming here, or one generation who have not given their sweat and blood and love to this country. And we have. Both parties have neglected us. Both parties. Y'all know where I stand. I told y'all. They lied to us. They switched parties. But if you look at both parties now, I said I wasn't going to get political, but it's hard for Chief to talk without doing that. Both parties. I want y'all to respond to this. Which party or which candidate is speaking to the issue of the foundational blacks and the black Indians? And why I'm using the word black, because we're talking about a color code they put us under. Who are speaking for us? Where's our agenda? So, Phoenix, while the audience is growing to 118, somebody in the room check and see if we have 118 likes. Thank you all from always keeping this here chat room clean to the top. Okay.
I see 119 likes.
All right, and we just jumped to 122. We're gonna be bringing maps. We're gonna be talking. Um, Phoenix told you her announcement. I want to give you my announcement on another thing. Let me see. Can I get that up? Phoenix, I'm gonna be right back with that, and you can talk. Look, I'm fixing to take a break to go get something. Then I'm gonna talk on that. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. We're gonna do a little chatting at random. I'm gonna pull someone to the stage to tell me what you think about tonight. Okay, Phoenix, you can talk. Chief is going to get something to bring back on screen.
Yeah, I'm excited about the information and the receipts that we're gonna be bringing, the historical caveats that kind of got overlooked, and then we're gonna do the genealogy of some of these people um, that are related to these same people that have been perpetuating the same madness against our ancestors for centuries. The nepotism, we talked about that. Even going back to Tom Ackland and his grandmother, Adelicia, right? For Adelicia. She was working, not only was she related to Rutherford B. Hayes, she was married several times to a couple of folks, right? Namely in Armfield, right? So there's some different things that we have to talk about. We got through a lot of it in Colonizer the Chief, right? Especially the Franklin and Armfield drop. Shout out to Jamar, right? So Their transition from the coast of the east into the Gulf of Mexico into Louisiana. And again, some of those people were trying to make their way into West Florida, not just Florida. See, when they said all the slaves was running away to Florida, they wasn't just going to Florida. They didn't say which Florida they were talking about. Not everybody made way to Canada on the Underground Railroad. Not everybody tried to get to Ohio. Some folks was quite fond being in Mexico or West Florida, below the 30th parallel, where there was no slavery. Welcome back, Chief.
I'm coming back right now. Um, we've been looking at where people talking about the Republicans is bad, the Democrats is good. I told you all I had to turn to who helped with my issue. And when I say I have some good leaders with good respect in this area, y'all have seen Liz, y'all have seen Kevin, y'all have seen Arthur. Well, I want to announce what my state senator have done. Phoenix, look what's in his hand with
Is
me and
that
Lee.
the West Florida flag?
What's
Is
in
that
his
West
hand?
Florida flag?
It
That's
shall
that West
fly
Florida
again.
flag. That's that West Florida flag. Uh-huh.
Do you see it, Phoenix?
Absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get my t-shirt. I can't wait to get my West
So
Florida
Phoenix is going to
t-shirt.
tell y'all we're planning on doing West Florida T-shirts for a fundraising thing to help with the work that Chief Warhorse is trying to do. Okay, Phoenix, let me see. Did everybody get off the line when I said that? Because the chief ain't a fundraiser, but we got to fundraise for this. We got stuff to do. Okay, let me see y'all in the room. Who like that idea? Because that West Florida represent a lot of people who say Mississippi. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Mississippi. Go back in history a little farther, huh, Phoenix? Y'all like that? So y'all understand that that flag once meant something, huh? Somebody say put them down for 6, Phoenix. Wait a minute. That's Evan say put her down for 6. We want to bring the history of West Florida alive. There's a lot of more great stuff going on. Phoenix know it. Okay. Let me tell you, I watch Senator Kennedy all the time. He is funny. But I've been told by Liz, several other people, he is a very smart man. You're correct. I want us to stop looking at parties and look at issues. And Chief been saying this before there was an election started and before there was a Camilla whatever running. I told y'all we got to look at our issues. So we chose that flag. I'm looking at y'all saying what y'all want with the flag. We chose that flag as a unity way of saying we embracing the history of the West Florida and the extended West Florida. And yes, we are planning to do the t-shirts. Because that's the first one part that we didn't got to come back out. Right, Noreen?
Yes.
So we're gonna fix a way where you're gonna be knowing you're gonna be buying and contributing to this fight when you buy that shirt because we're gonna put Cooking with Chief on that shirt, huh, Phoenix?
Yes, it did.
We're not gonna give anybody a chance to just start selling that t-shirt. No, no, no. We're gonna do it to bring the awareness. And I would like for you all, if you could, drop a message. We gotta let people know when they're doing good. Drop a message to my senator, Louisiana State Senator Bob Owens. He said that flag will fly on his desk in Baton Rouge. That flag is gonna fly at his office in St. Tammany Parish and his other offices so that he can help teach people the history of West Florida. So when West Florida history get taught, then our history get taught. Okay, Phoenix? Because before the Republic of West Florida, there was a West Florida. And when we rebelled, it became the Republic of West Florida. We're going to get deep into that, okay, guys? We're going to get real deep. But what y'all think about that 1 star? Throw some 1 stars up there and drop an email to the Senator Bob Owens, Robert Owens, Louisiana House of Senate, and congratulate him as being a leader that will step forward and bring that flag back for the younger generation so that we can
We are
teach
on it.
history.
We are on it. We will send a barrage of emails to him tomorrow in the next few days, thanking him.
Next thing, send email. See, we're going to expose the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm giving y'all the good.
Say
Next
that name
thing,
one more time, Chief.
his name is Senator Robert, in parentheses, Bob Owens, and he's standing for the history of that flag to be respected. And there's a law in Louisiana that say that flag's supposed to fly. And we have had leaders who take it down, and this time it's going up. Y'all, that's a step we are doing right there. We're moving forward. This show is only a year and something old. We just about at 2 years. Even say I took a 6-year break. Do y'all agree? 6-month break. Y'all believe that? I wasn't gone 6 months, huh? Every now and then I came out. So what y'all saying? No. That's it, Senator Owens. That's it. When these leaders do something that we see they're doing respectful, just like we complain when they do bad, let's let them know when they're doing the right thing.
That's right.
So
That's
those of
right.
you who have a Mississippi, Alabama history need to be looking at thanking him, because my goal is to move this across the country of the West Florida. We already have in Will area past Christian. We got a meeting coming up, Phoenix, with the mayor. They want that to be a part of their culture, art, and history preservation there in past Christian and Delir, because they was a part of West Florida. Give a
Just
shout
if
out to
y'all
these
don't know,
leaders.
past Christians in Mississippi.
That's correct. And Chris, when we was here, Phoenix and them went ate out in that area. They'll tell you wonderful food, beautiful water, is just relaxing.
Absolutely
You
beautiful.
want to take your history back? That's the way you take it back. You stand up and bring your history forward. You don't create a tribe. You don't create a name. But say I'm a part of this soil right here, and find your place on the soil. What I'm doing is going to help a lot of the foundational blacks movement. So, hey, foundational black, you're not my enemy. I'm not your enemy. We actually helped a lot of blacks who were slaves to survive because you looked like us. You didn't hide with white. How you gonna hide with them white Indians? They look Asian and Irish. Look like they came fresh off the boats of Europe. You was able to hide with us because you had the complexion of us. And today, many people hide under the word black. That's one of the situations we got a big argument on the internet with right now. Who black, who not black. One while people was fighting not to be black. Now the big argument is who's black and who's not. Okay, Evans, you must be from Past Christian. You know, Past Christian, the old people say meant past the Christians. Louisiana was so caught up with the history um, till with the Christian history here, till a lot of people went past Christian. Did you know that?
No,
Okay.
that's another piece of history right there.
If
And
you
even
made
when
it,
we went through there, I don't think Sally or I asked you. I don't think we asked you.
what y'all think about the show tonight? I see Big Creek already done put some fire. If you like what we've been talking about tonight, send some fire. We keep going from 102 to 122. I thank all of y'all. I hope y'all are our regulars. If you're not our regulars, we just down to earth over here. I'm sitting out here by the bayou. in the dark with my little light on. But the church is right there too. Peaceful place on Bayou Bonfaka. We're going to start setting up tours, like Ishmael told y'all, to go back to Mountville, tell the history on the spot. We're going to be doing history here on the spot. Yeah. I'm even thinking about putting together, Phoenix, some books for the kids so that they can learn the history. I always give it to my grandbaby. Hey, we can go crabbing anytime, Chief. Love to crab. I'm a country girl. I'm not one of these people that's picking up southern accents and pretending I'm from the South. Baby, I'm from the South. I'm not even worried about if I speak English correctly because this ain't my original language. They took my tongue. I'm working with this junk the best I can, chopping it up, chewing it up, and spitting it out. Okay? Now, y'all said y'all liked the show tonight. Well, I'm going to surprise y'all, being that the camera went out before I got a chance to tell you. Hey, fishing can be part of our tourism. We can have a crabbing trip with Chief Phoenix.
Yes, indeed.
That'll be fun, y'all. We're going to do fun stuff. Let them fight over all that other stuff they fighting over. No matter which way it go, for 4 years, we're going to have somebody that we're going to aggravate us. At least God bless me with some leaders that I can step forward and say they trying to do something. And I'm going to say that I don't care if they're Democrat or Republican. If they're trying to do something, we should be bipartisan. Are y'all in agreement with me? And so far, y'all have seen I've had some good leaders that I've brought on here that have been sticking with us. Slavery came late below the 33rd and the 31st parallel. Slavery started in the 13 colonies, and we're going to get to that. Let me see something. I might come back with something for you in a minute. Hold up. Stop the camera. Phoenix, you can step up for me for 1 minute. Let me go get something for him.
Okay. What was the question? Yes, indeed. The 1763 boundaries with Great Britain, 1763 to 1783. And Great Britain left here thinking that there wasn't going to be any slavery. And then you can see again in 1812 after they left again, because mind you, as they were extracted out of the 13 colonies, specifically in New York, November 15th, 1789, I think it was, but yeah, 1789 was their expulsion. They left New York, they left Virginia, South Carolina, but they did not leave the land and territories that they had elsewhere, which is the portion of Louisiana that they had got ceded by the Spanish for a period of 20 years. So that's some of the stuff we're going to talk about too.
Okay, Phoenix, I'm back. Okay, here's where we're at with this. We're talking about slavery. It starts in the 13 colonies. Are you with me? Now, the Choctaw Indians once owned, and I will get that to y'all too. I got proof on that. And like Phoenix with these receipts. I got receipts, but we're not talking on that topic tonight. We're going to talk about these 13 American colonies, 1700s. Wait a minute, because I want y'all to be right here with me. 1775. Now, you see where that red line is running right up in here? See that red line, Phoenix? You see how that red line run? Okay, I don't know if you hear me.
I do. I can hear you.
All right. This is something we miss. When we talk about, I'm from the South. What South are you? So, at one time, the South was from Virginia to Georgia. So, when you're doing your work, what year are you talking about? Because you might be talking you from the South and you trying to come way down to the bottom into the West Florida areas. when at that time all they was talking about was Georgia. This way, Virginia to Georgia, the South. What South are you talking about? It's like when I say what Mississippi. But if you notice right here, there is the Royal Proclamation. Y'all see it? That Royal Proclamation drew a line. That red line was drawn by the British. That's a Royal Proclamation, 1776. This is Indian Territory, all of this, from the Gulf of Mexico to the Appalachian Mountain, all the way up above Hudson Bay. Are you with me, Phoenix?
Yeah.
Why they don't tell people that in history? So when you read my people from the South, what South? Because at that time, the South was there, and this is where your slavery was going on. Did y'all know that? You got to watch them South. Here go your Royal Proclamation. I want y'all to see this. Okay, Phoenix,
It's
do you
one of
see
my
that Royal
favorite maps.
Proclamation? Huh?
That's one of my favorite maps. I sure do.
This was the Indian Reserve in the pink. This was Spain over here. Spain is over here. Y'all see Spain? All of this up into Canada. From what I told y'all, at one time we owned to the 49th parallel, way up here by Hudson Bay. When they said they was moving west, that means they was moving from Virginia across the Royal Proclamation of 1763. Not this west, this west. Y'all with me? Anybody learning anything? So East Florida, West Florida, going all the way. That's the Appalachia. I would not have my followers be ignorant. We're going to know what we're talking about when we talk. Tell me what y'all thinking about what we're doing. If you love it, throw me some love on there so I can see. And those who come to get a snack tonight and know you love what you saw. I'm not going to hold you long because we're going to come back and we're going to go deeper into these maps. Oh, let me go back to this one while I'm on it. I don't want to do like somebody else been doing on YouTube and not answer what was asked. Let me answer what was asked. The boundary between Mississippi River and the 49th parallel uncertain due to misconception that source of Mississippi River lie farther north. Where did the Mississippi River lie, Phoenix? Farther north.
And at that time, I think, right, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't know how far the Mississippi went. They still couldn't get all the way through to, like, let's say Minnesota into Canada
I want
at
to
that
show you
time.
something else. You see this right here, Phoenix? That little piece right there. That's New Orleans. So at one time, New Orleans was a part of West Florida. You see it right there? See that right up in there?
Yep.
Right up in that little area.
It was, then it wasn't.
It went along with the West Florida, sell to Louisiana for the Louisiana Purchase because the whole fight was about who got this part of the mouth, which would be the mouth of the Mississippi, which is the real Mississippi Delta, not a town that they called Mississippi Delta in Mississippi. That was to distract you. There couldn't have been no Mississippi Delta because it was only West Florida, East Florida, Indian Reserve, all in the pink at once. All was for the Indians until West Florida and East Florida got carved out. There were no Mississippi. So if you look at this map, in the beginning, you only had the 13 colonies, West Florida, East Florida, and the Indian Territory. Are y'all with me? Why would West Florida and East Florida be so important that they are on these old maps of 1763? Is that something for us to stop and think about, guys? There is no Ohio. There is no Michigan.
There's no Syracuse, New York.
Are we getting somewhere? This is places that people named. Like they came and named part of came and took part of Bonfacott, named it Slidell. Took part and named it Pearl River. Let me see if we're getting somewhere with the audience. Are y'all with me? Did they go to sleep over here, Phoenix, while I was on that other page?
Oh no, ma'am. I think they're here.
They say a fishing trip do sound nice. That's called touring the areas that your people come from. They got crabs in Mississippi too, Pastor Stan. We need to do stuff like that, things that's relaxing and extend your life. Some relaxing stuff instead of all that stressful junk they try to keep us with. That's another way to kill you. That's like giving you dope, giving you stress every day. Die young because you were stressed out and don't know why you were stressed out. Just stressed out because somebody making you stress. Look, somebody up there on Pamela Hall. Somebody there was only 20 slaves that came in on a boat in 1619. We talking about Virginia. That's where slavery started, in those type places. Are y'all with me?
Virginia and Rhode Island and Massachusetts. But the slaves that came into Virginia, they called them odd Negroes. 20 is not an odd number. And the reason why they were odd is because of what type of Negro they were. And we're going to talk about what kind of black they were too.
And we're going to talk about what kind of native are you? Native American are you? Are y'all ready for these shows? Can y'all handle us twice a week for a little minute? If y'all want once a week, let me see how many people want once a week. Let me see how many people want us to do this show twice a week. Come on, let me and Phoenix know. Do we have to make our schedule for you all? Let's see. If y'all want it once a week or twice a week, do y'all want to move through this here whole series fast or slow? We already know y'all want the t-shirts, okay? We done ran this show nearly 2 years, and it's the first time she said she raising money. Y'all know that? Isn't that something, Phoenix? We're going to raise money because we're going to move around, and we're going to do some things y'all like, and we're going to show you some places. Okay, say twice a week. I see one twice a week, or two twice. Three. How many you see things? I see three so far.
Lord said twice as nice.
Well, we'll do it twice a week. We got 111 in the room. If you have not hit the like button, please hit it. We're going to do some good things. We're going to correct some mistakes that somebody made intentional, not accidental. That's another thing they're talking about on there, misinformation and disinformation. Heck, we've been living under misinformation and disinformation forever. I want y'all babies and grandbabies to be proud of history, like my grandbabies are. We can have the history class serving it up over here that they didn't serve in school. Now it's time for me to pick the person tonight that's going to come on and tell me what they thought about tonight. Let me see where we're going. I'm going to put the link in, Phoenix. We're going to get someone who's been around for about the whole year. Y'all like that or better, or from the beginning to now? Why I'm going to do that? is because you've been here with us for a long time, and I want to hear what you got to say. So I've dropped the link in. Now I'm fixing to pick. Phoenix, you have somebody Pacific you want to invite on stage? You know who I want to invite on stage, Phoenix? I
Who's
want to
that?
I want to invite Davita Carter, Finding Our Feathers. Come join me and Phoenix on stage. Y'all see I'm being relaxed and smoking my cigarette. Y'all got to excuse me. Y'all know the two things I do. So if they say I do anything else, y'all tell them y'all a lie. We know what Chief like.
Right,
Okay?
right,
And I cannot sit out here on this nice, cool night because we've been having hot weather down here and not enjoy this. And that storm, we hope and pray it don't hit nobody and ruin
right.
their lives and homes. And y'all get
It,
prepared for that storm out there. Those of you
it
out there
cooled down.
on that East Coast,
It cooled down a lot out here. It's been raining in Virginia. It'll be here soon.
heading toward the east of Florida. It was looking like it was going to head to West Florida, like we had one the other week. So this time is our other end of Florida. Even though I live in Louisiana, I am a West Florida tribe. Y'all with me? And we're going to talk about the people that's trying to steal our history. That's going to come up. Prepare for the storm while we waiting on them to join us on stage. We'll say twice is just getting there. um, a couple weeks ago, y'all, we wasn't sitting out like this with the storm coming. We was trying to get stuff together. I was trying to get my little office and equipment together so we can get on up. Okay, we have Davita.
Halato, how you doing, Queen Chief Ward?
Uh-huh.
Halato.
You didn't know you was gonna be coming on tonight, huh?
No, ma'am, you surprised us, and I'm sitting outside just with some neighbors. Say
Hey,
hi,
hey,
neighbors.
neighbors.
Hey, cousin.
Oh,
Hey, cousin, love y'all.
Love you too.
okay, y'all. Finding out feathers say they have a problem getting in. What's the problem? I'm gonna put the link in again. Let me get the link in again. Um, hey y'all, what I like, we don't have to put on no show for nobody. We're gonna get back to the studio one day. Phoenix, they just about finished with the studio at the hotel.
My goodness. Oh, so you got two of them. You going back to the hotel?
Yeah, I just was not doing it from there while they was remodeling. Hey Eric, I see you on there. That's Lacombe. Okay, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
We still trying to get finding our feathers on. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Tell me. So far, Davida, what you saying about tonight and what we planning to do from New Year to New Year? Hey, Ishmael.
Hey, cousin Ish.
Hey, cousin Ish. Oh my goodness, it sounds very exciting. When you were talking about the crabbing, it just brought memories of my grandma. My grandma was from Virginia and she absolutely loved crabs. How my husband won her over when he asked for my hand in marriage. We lived in Philadelphia at the time. He went down to the Italian market where you can get bushels of crabs, and he bought a whole bushel of crabs for my grandma, and he took her a big old plate and he asked for my hand in marriage. So I know grandma loved crabbing. So
That
I
was a
think,
good way to get engaged.
yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna say something to Ishmael. Ishmael, I told him I took a one evening course from you, watching you by sitting by you. You see Chief doing it, huh? One camera went down, one computer, and I'm up still rolling on that one and still showing my presentation, Ishmael. But we on our way to work our way to Moundville because we're gonna walk this Florida parish. Put that in that chat room. We're gonna walk these Florida parishes. We're gonna break it down. Finding out feathers. You wasn't expecting Chief to do that to you, huh?
Hey, Sue.
I was
Hey,
not.
Sue.
Hey, y'all. I'm trying to get good to go here. Hope y'all doing all right. And
We
it's
doing
really good to
fine.
see you, Chief.
We
Doing
trying
really
to
good.
This year Chief can do a little more than she did last year. Last year I couldn't do nothing. Um, but this year Chief can bring y'all on and we can keep things going. Okay.
Chief,
And
you done got such to be an expert in running your show. It's just absolutely amazing to see how you've grown um, your
y'all grew
show.
with
And I
me.
love when you're actually in your studio too, with all your pictures of your ancestors. I think that is such a beautiful and really powerful place. I do.
Well, I was so blessed that the hotel was my studio sponsor. But they remodeling and it's beautiful. Okay. But they did a complete remodel of the whole hotel. So that didn't really stop me from doing shows because we do shows like we're doing now. What really, I've been working on some things that y'all fixing to see come unfold this year. And Phoenix and I decided we wanted y'all to be a part of it with us. I've been working on a lot of stuff. Chief will talk to y'all from the car. Chief don't have no shame in the game for getting the truth out. Okay. I'll talk to y'all if I'm on the run. Sometimes I go sit in my camper with the air conditioner on and just sit there at the same time. I'm thinking about what I need to fix in this camper, remodel, change colors before the next storm comes. So while I'm talking to y'all, sometime I'll be in there. I'll pull up in the yard sometime and I'll talk to y'all from there because I feel like we one big family. And I want y'all to feel the same way with Chief, okay? We tired of people putting on airs. We tired of people in this country can't be for real. Okay? And we have such a wonderful history. And that's why I was always talking about black. Finding out feathers, you remember I kept saying about the black people. You know why I said that? Because that's where your possession is hid. And I don't want nobody to steal where I know that's where your treasures are. There's no treasure under African American. There's not nothing there for you here or in Africa because they're not going to own you either. But you tied to these lands. And like I said, the last thing I've been seeing, because Chief, I can build computers. I just never did all this chat stuff, y'all. Amy laughed at me today. I want all of y'all to do this if you get a chance. Amy said, Mama, you on TikTok? I said, yeah. You got 700 and some members that go to somebody you know and it's you. And you got 700 and some members you ain't never put nothing on TikTok. I said, Phoenix ain't tell me what I need to put over there yet, her and Ishmael. I'm all in. So what y'all want to do with that TikTok?
You
That's why I
got
brought y'all
tons
on.
of stuff to go on TikTok.
What y'all
Tons of
want to put
stuff.
on TikTok,
Listen,
y'all
you
see?
can put out the original stuff that everybody else went viral off of your stuff. You can reissue your stuff. Your
Yes,
face been
ma'am.
on TikTok since Tick
Before I
been
was on
talking.
look, before I was on the internet, huh? So we have
Yes, ma'am.
700 and some members on TikTok. So y'all, can we add that to our list with Phoenix challenge she put on me today? Because I wasn't expecting that challenge. I was just like, I
What
brought
you?
y'all on
I
stage. That's why
think
Phoenix dropped the challenge on me.
20,000 by her birthday in February is a good number to shoot for. I think that's obtainable.
I'll be
Oh yeah.
65 in February. Listen to this. I'll be 65 February the 12th, 1960. I was born. So I'll be 65. March the 29th, I'll be married 50 years.
Ooh, that's a blessing, Chief.
Y'all heard I
Chief,
said,
that's right before my birthday. My birthday, March 31st.
Yeah.
hey, I was one of those teenagers got married that people thought a young person don't know what they doing. And I outlast some of the people that was older than me that got married and broke up the next
I
year.
know that's right.
I still
Well,
have my same husband. I have my 3 children and my 2 grandbabies. I'm proud of that. So my birthday is going to be wonderful to me. So Phoenix wanted that for a birthday gift. So y'all, we ready to do it. And if we're gonna do it, that means we have to go on air again. See, Phoenix found the way to get me back on air regular. Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
Phoenix is the best. And y'all give that love to Phoenix
she
because
is. We love
she
Phoenix. I
she
love
went
you, cousin.
she went out the way to help build this channel. Like I said, I'm not scared of computers because I can build computers and all that, but I was not trying to get on the internet. And I told y'all the story and said it again. Aima did it. But y'all notice Aima don't come on these channels, but she wanted to push me out here. And she the one that's the young one in the 30s, but she got me out here. You know what she doing? Sitting down watching the show to see what she can complain and tell me I need to do the next time. So, whatever. Um, but hey, y'all, I'm outside, got my little light, my little studio light, and I'm with people that I love to be with. But y'all gonna be so happy to see some of the things. We are working on projects that's gonna cost millions and millions and millions of dollars. And y'all gonna be able to walk down that road with me as that door open. That's why I wanted to get y'all on here so you're gonna be a part of these things. Okay, you can come down and see it, and we can enjoy it. We got a naming ceremony, Phoenix. We got to set the date next. We'll set the date on November first week of November. We'll set the date, and then we're gonna be naming both. I can tell y'all that we're gonna be naming the park and the trace head, Phoenix. Yes. So everything is getting finalized for that, and y'all gonna be a part because we're gonna do it live. Y'all like that?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I
Y'all
am
can help
just
make.
so
Y'all can help Sharon and them. I won't be on the camera, running the camera. Sharon and Noreen and Amy will be doing those things, but we're gonna do
yes.
those programs live so y'all can see. Welcome, new member. I didn't even know you was a new member. I knew it was a new name, but I didn't know you was that new. I just thought you was one of the people that was sitting in the back hiding while we were serving the food, you know. But you let me know you a new member. You welcome, and I'm just joking with you too. Okay. Um, but we're going to, and I wanted y'all to be on the stage when I tell y'all we're gonna walk y'all through with us, finding our feathers in the Vita, just like y'all walk through with me with the sound dying. Somebody say sounds good. Okay, it do sound good. We're gonna do this here real good. Y'all walk through this stuff with me with the camera going down or whatever. And y'all walked with me learning how to get this daggone thing working, man. We tried different ways. I like this way better. Um, and I'm telling y'all, shout out to Ishmael. Um, because all I was able to do, Ishmael, was look at you, but I learned quick. And so I learned while we was down in Alabama. It wasn't all that bad. I'm like, I can do that. I just go home and play with it. And I did because I want us to have a professional looking channel. I want us to have fun. If we in the studio or out the studio, let's have a good time. It's too much depressed things going on out there. Too many people have channels that have information that's not correct. People that's not willing to research. Y'all just, I don't know, maybe by now y'all know it. I've been talking to y'all for 40 years and you still won't know everything, Chief. No, because I've been active. I've been working. I'm not talking about what I think can happen. I'm not talking about what I hope can happen. I'm talking about what I know that we can make changes around this country. If we unite and respect each other, love each other, we can make changes. But people want to keep us divided. I don't care if y'all are Democrat, Republican, Independent, or nothing at all. Okay? My suggestion would be, though, get involved with your local communities. Take a stand. I'm only able to get senators to do stuff because they see I'm working. And Phoenix, Kevin Davis is working hard. I got one more piece of the puzzle I'm going to break to you, Phoenix. And y'all get to be able to go with me on that road. The city of Slidell is just overwhelmingly loving the tribe and chief and bringing the history forward. They think it's way past due. We have had many, many meetings. Now it's getting to the point where I say I can't count them. So we have a team put together, and I'm calling y'all part of that team. Y'all just online. Because for what I'm doing to work, it takes all of us. We all play a part. But we are working on a project that I have named under the tribe. It's going to be um, restoration, preservation, and protection. Y'all like that? Meaning there are going to be legislation we are going to be pushing for protection. That's not in place.
Yes, ma'am.
To protect the history so it won't keep getting distorted. And we have leaders on the parish level. The parish is working wonderful toward this. At all levels, everybody's working together because they think it's past due. They see so many people stealing a history that only exists here. We have a very unique history. I don't care if the grounds have been renamed Mississippi or Alabama. It's still the grounds where the history was. That's what it's called. Restoration, preservation, and protection. We have senators, we have state reps, We have, man, is just dynamite. So I wasn't just absent, okay? And Sharon is so excited, Phoenix. She been screaming like you and Noreen, okay? It's so exciting that y'all, I just can't tell you. The city of Slidell is fixing to build a building. That building is going to have something like a tourist section in it about the tribe. The last portion of the trace, which you remember Phoenix Kevin say, save the trace. Well, he helped instill to save the trace. Well, the last maybe 3 to 7 miles is going to be named after Shafunkta Nation Shatta Tribe Trace, tying into the park, which is getting ready to be named legally Bonfaka Park. And it's being done legally and put into writing legislation of the parish, so that when I'm dead and gone, that'll be still there intact. So, y'all, we are accomplishing a lot, and I want to share it with you because you all is the audience on the stage to see it unfold. This is the kind of work I've been doing for 40 some years, and I am so glad to share it with you all. You know, I was wondering, how could you ever get people to see the history? I never would have dreamed 40 some years ago I'll be sitting on the internet with a wide audience that can come and visit these places and tour. Y'all, we are putting a complete tourist package together. So when you come here, you can walk through time and history and learn what was in those places. So some things don't come by Democrat or Republican. It come by you being committed and voting for someone that will commit to work and bring about what you need. These things can create jobs for people for the years to come. Y'all, it's so big. Now, the biggest part of the project, I'm waiting on it to finish finalizing. There's a part so big, Phoenix will tell you, it's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna use Donald Trump word. It's bigger than big. You know, it's big. It's huge. so,
It's bigly.
so it's huge. You know, but those things I just named is huge also. And Arthur is sticking with his commitment that he made. And y'all know he came online and made those commitments that the tribe helped him to get in, and he was going to support and do whatever he could to help the history come forefront. Arthur's doing that. Kevin and Liz, it's look, I call them out of retirement. Y'all remember on air, y'all need y'all to come out of retirement. Well, they are rolling. And there's some other things that got to be still exposed because we still have some of them nuisance, them rats that y'all was following all up in Washington and stuff. And those of you know who the rats is, I'm talking about them daggone roaches down here getting in the kitchen. So I gotta take and fumigate the kitchen down here. You know, we don't want to get no germs on us. So y'all gonna find out what rats and roaches we trying to get out with this hot shot and raid. So between what I'm gonna be doing, what Phoenix and I are gonna do is what we did last time with Colonial Chief, with her and Ishmael and Jimmer. I'll come out, bring the content, boom, like I did tonight. They'll pick the content up, take it and break it down. Y'all like that? And we're gonna feed the homeless and the hungry.
I love it.
There you go.
I
So
love it.
we're gonna do it the right way. So those of you who've been with us know how we cook. And y'all know how Phoenix serve it up. So we're gonna serve those with money and without money. We're gonna serve those that hit that like button or don't hit that like button. Because it doesn't matter. God got it. You know, you can't take away from me what God has for me. But I have to always go back and say thank you to Phoenix because y'all remember I wouldn't have been on the internet if it wasn't for some people trying to go out there and dirty my name and didn't even know what I do. Okay. And I'm still doing it. But they were making me lose trust in working with people. I was like, man, you can't even be nice to people. They try to take advantage. And you all restored that online. Okay? And I didn't even meet these other people online. I let them just walk into my life when they needed help. You guys didn't come for nothing. Y'all just saw me online for many years, took a chance in 2019 to help expose lying and thievery. We saw those people, some of them go to jail and they still going to jail. And we got a list that need to go follow them, and we're going to be working on them. But they are not taking up our valuable time on moving forward. As we unfold the history here, it's going to help Mr. Waldo and them in Oklahoma, because we're going to show them that there are blacks who were Indians here, and the descendants is still here. And we're going to show them that they had foundational blacks here who had things that were promised to them, and they have not received it. I've been so amazed to see how many of these news people coming from other countries that's speaking for us as a whole, and you ain't been here but the first generation. But you got a lot to say. And then they don't want us to say nothing. And thanks to you all, we have built a channel where we don't have to wait on them. We can invite people to the channel, tell our story. I'm actually going to use the channel as a reference guide in some things that I'm doing, that I'm working on getting some laws passed. And I'm going to be able to use the channel. We're going to be able to use, I'm going to be able to say, look, go to Tom Akeland, part 2. Go to number such and such. Hear it from him. He the one brought these people together and dumped them on me. The black ones and the white ones. Y'all with where I'm at? And we done took care of the white ones. The black ones. And exposed them. Phoenix done started exposing the white ones we have. But we are really fixing to get down in there. Okay? You know when you get a butter knife to clean in the crack or something? And a toothbrush to scrub? That's what kind of clean we finna do. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Expose it all. And then ask the country, how can you put the black ones in jail and the white ones that been making money? Tom Akeland said it's all about money. So when we're going to see these people brought to justice, what y'all say about it? I think justice should be done for us on both sides, be it white or be it black. And we got to stop letting people get together, get a little bucket of game together, and come around and sell it to us, and the daggone bucket got a hole in it. Y'all remember that song, Harry Belafonte? I love Harry Belafonte's song. Bucket got a hole in it. And that was what some of these people did with their little fake Indian tribe. The bucket had a hole in it. They filled that sucker up with liquid. And as they was walking, they was too stupid to look down and see what they put in it was draining out as they were going on. And I'm still here, still doing what I was doing. And I want y'all to be the same way. No greens in no bathtub, man. Ishmael say greens in the bathtub. I don't know what salt that is. That ain't even salt coming down to the south of Georgia, nor the south of this Gulf Coast. That
See,
came
that's
from
like
the south of another country.
that
Tom
eggplant and sweet
Atkins
potato in the
gumbo better
gumbo.
than greens in
Oh,
the tub.
see, when I heard about that doggone greens, my first thing came up, well, maybe her and Tom Akeland can hook up and cook greens and gumbo. You know that ain't us. Not us. We got to get a bathtub with some greens in it, Ishmael, to go along with those other little emojis we got.
Woo, Chief, I almost choked laughing on that one.
People got a problem. You know, I said I wasn't getting political, but I am on my closing. Don't vote for no woman that you don't know because her color is your color. Don't vote for no white man with orange hair with hopes of what he going to do for you. Vote for what you're willing to do for yourself. And if their agenda don't line up on either side, if it don't line up, it just don't line up. Don't try to jump out there and you're 3 blocks short from getting across that water because you'll drown. I'm putting my hopes in no man. Okay? Let the chips fall where they may. I am not going to vote against my spiritual beliefs. I'll tell y'all that. Heck, my daggone candidate, they were knocking them down fast as they get up. I said, Phoenix, I'm going to vote for Cornell. Shoot, they blocked him. So, well, I'll vote for Kennedy. Blocked him. So you know who I'm voting for? The work that I can do is all I'm responsible to do. And I'm going to be honest with the people that I work with or work for. But I do want y'all to know I live in Louisiana. And we got to stop making all Republicans are racist. And I'm not making a speech for either side. I want y'all to hear me. I'm being honest with you. I told y'all this before this race got to where it's at. We talked about this last year with Kevin and Liz. I have not had a Democrat, but one Democrat that was supportive of helping with us here in the community tribally and taking the heat. Everything that I've accomplished was from the Republicans who I fought in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s were blacks and white Democrats. I'm not saying this for the take side. I'm just telling y'all my life, like I always do. There was good and bad everywhere, but who I've been fighting all the years, this was Democrats did this to us. This was Democrats stole our stuff. This was Confederate people stole our stuff. See, but those who don't study history don't know how far that history go back. We just was talking about who the Confederates were. So we expect the organization of Andrew Jackson to treat us right. Dr. King said he led his people into a burning house. Have y'all stopped and thought about what the burning house was he was talking about? He only led us into one major thing. If you go online, pull up Harry Belafonte and find where he tells the story about him and Dr. King. And the day before Dr. King died, he said Dr. King told him this. Dr. Lowry said we needed to find a new party. We do need a new party. Neither one of the two have done us right. But I will tell you, I have in this parish had so far some, listen to the word, some great Republican leaders. That don't mean that's all. If I ever had a Democratic lineup, it would shock me. And to see Cheney and Bush come together for anything should scare us, because those of you who don't know, those are some of the people we had to fight about, the wars, the things was going on. So you mean I protest and march physically on my little skinny feet? Back in the days I was skinny, I wasn't nothing but hair. To protest Cheney and Bush for what they were doing. And you gonna tell me I'm gonna follow them right now? Do that make any sense? So I did that little political speech. I'm with you, Phoenix. American Indian Political Party. We need it. We can build this channel and build our numbers. We can become a pack. And when you have a pack, you can vote which way you want for who support your agenda. But I think we needed to send this message, and I've been saying this, and I'm bold enough to say it now. We should have been sending a message to the Democrat that you don't control us because you ain't doing nothing for us. We're not on your agenda. And we should have been sent a message to the Republican Party, but we didn't have to send them the same letter because we never was over there trying to get in their party to party with them. They told us their party was like P. Diddy party. Party with P. Diddy, you might get in trouble. Okay, I am killing DeVita. That's what I heard on the internet. I'm gonna say like Michael Jackson's sister. Now what I heard, now what they said, that they want somebody out for our freedom of speech. We can't even talk no more. We gotta talk in code. Y'all better learn Shatta and get y'all a Shatta dictionary because we can't talk. So I fought all these years in civil rights to have my speech suppressed. These are some serious things. They got nuts having meeting about 2025. Black people. 2025 meetings. White folks work in advance, not in the rear. So by the time these fools find out about 2025, it's a whole daggone book that big. Well, they done been all around the country to put the book together. Now black folks crying about 2025. 2025 don't scare me. They got 2040. You need to be downtown trying to figure out what's in the 2040 plan. Did not I show y'all on my page for the parish? They're on a 2040 plan. Don't let nobody invite you to no 2025 meeting. That's gone. Now, what agenda do we have to move us forward and our children and our grandchildren? Y'all want to know my opinion about abortion too? If we keep killing the babies, who's going to take care of the person that's aborting them when they get old? Are we choosing nursing homes? If there's some money to pay for it because we're going to be too old to pay for the nursing home to go to work, and we're killing the generations that is to come. And then so their excuse is they got to bring other people in to keep the country going because we don't want to do nothing and we lazy. How can we be lazy when we held this country up? How can we be nothing when they begging for our votes? They haven't begged for our votes ever because we gave it to them. Y'all understand? Come coat us. Bring us some flowers and champagne. And I'm not talking about literally that. I'm talking politically that. Come get my
Chief, I'll
fish.
take the champagne.
You'll take the champagne? See, Chief, if she drinks champagne, there's going to be a mess in this country. Two things Chief don't need, drugs or alcohol. I'm an Indian. That junk don't work. I'll be the went around here, man. I'll be like, you know what? I need to go take care of my enemy tonight. Drunk. You say, I'll be running up on people. No, let me stay where I can talk to myself and say, Chief, don't do that. But once I drink, I ain't gonna be able to do that junk. I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of what's in my head. So I know I'm not a drinker. So if you can drink, take my glass too of champagne. But it's time we make these politicians, no matter what color they are, give us some respect. You know how people used to say, put a handle on the name? Put a handle on our name. Okay? Give us some respect. And if you got black folks, I wish one of them suckers come on this channel to tell me something. Sap suckers got here some kind of way and had to go take a test to figure out what America was just day before yesterday, and you're going to try to tell me how to speak and how to live? Come on. You'll be the next roast we cook on this channel. Because I'm really not scared of that. I do not want us to lose the channel, though, because we worked hard to get this sucker. But we'll start from scratch. By the way, y'all, we're going to put some on that TikTok. Is this up to 700? And I haven't put nothing there to give us another place to go. We are coming one way or the other. So go over there to TikTok, y'all, and we'll find a clip or something. We'll put it on TikTok and we'll let it roll. Only thing on TikTok, y'all got to take my speech and cut it up, and y'all going to be listening to one speech for a year. But we're not going to let them suppress us. And we are going to do what the United States promised to us. We have the freedom of speech. As long as our speech is not influencing someone to do some harm to somebody or something that don't belong to us, we are not violating the law. And as a civil rights leader, I think we need to get over there to SCLC, because I ain't going to get in another organization. I don't know nothing about their history or what they're doing. I don't mess with nothing I don't know. So get over there, and we're going to have to protect this freedom of speech thing. I'm going to have to talk to SCLC about that. I don't care what party or who it is. You don't have a right to suppress my speech, that I can't speak nothing about elections or campaigns or individuals. Now, I'm not saying go out and dog people out, because y'all know we have a very respectful channel. And I see a lot of respectful channel out there. It's just trying to get information to the people. But I am so tired of hearing people in the last 4 months, and now even more in the last 2, talking cold talk in America. Can't say certain things. Every race is protected but the race of color black. People can say anything about us, make movies, make mockery. Now, I'm going to give y'all a chance to tell me what y'all got to say. Who want to go first? Finding Out Feathers, go first. Give us a summary on what you feel as a person that's been sitting here for just about 2 years with us, rolling. What you feel this channel have brought to you as one of our listeners. And also, not just a listener, a person who puts your thoughts in on here. You help keep the channel clear. You and Davita. Tell me what you got to say, baby.
Well, I just got to say, Chief Warhorse, I'm super proud of you and your growth, first of all. I always really am enamored by your ability to maintain your cool head. And maybe, maybe I need to pass my glass of champagne because I do be ready to windmill.
If
But
I had a glass of champagne, if I had a glass of champagne when Tom Maker was on that stage,
no, I need
man,
some moonshine for that. I
y'all
need some shine
imagine
on
that?
that one.
Oh, that's over in crossover there in Mississippi where they have that moonshine and bootleggers over there. No, but and I'm joking because Noreen and Percy, they bloodline go through them bootleggers, so um, they know where you can get
Well,
some of that junk at. Look, they know where you can get some of that junk. I just don't need it. But I'm glad you said that. Uh,
yes. And I really want to encourage you to keep it going because we really, I think a lot of us breathed a sigh of relief seeing you and Phoenix come on today because we really need this content, Chief Warhorse. It's a lot of foolishness, and a lot of us do our best to try to, share what we've learned and what we've researched as well. So I would say that you would absolutely continue to be a light in these dark times with so much misinformation and a lot of people mixing the dope. So I appreciate you and I hope you keep going. I'm gonna pull up. Long as you're gonna be here, I'll pull up.
Thank
So thank
you.
you.
We serving on the water tonight. This ain't even a picnic. I don't know what you call this. We'll figure it out. Davita,
And
what you
call it
say?
the kickback. You kicking your feet up, kicking back.
Oh, okay. It's a kickback by the water.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that. Kick back by the water. Ooh, that remind me of going to Atlantic City with my grandma and my family, and we have uncles and cousins, and we would kick back by the water. They had a house right across the street from the docks of the bay, and we be sitting there singing, sitting on the, dock of the bay, watching the
Time roll
tide
away. That's what we
roll
doing.
away.
That's it.
Yes. So,
Uh-huh.
I
You
just
ain't all Davita. You're not all that young singing sitting on the Dr. Bay now. Come
look,
on.
I know, Queen Chief, I just turned 55.
All right.
Um, so I'm getting up there and I got 23 grandchildren and 4 great grands. I'm about to graduate. Hey, here go my husband just coming home from work. Say hi, hubby.
Hello to the
Hey,
hubby.
Miss Bill.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
Queen Chief
Hey,
Wars.
Davita.
And
This
he
is,
like, who that? That's Phoenix and Queen Chief
this
Wars.
is Chief Warhorse in Louisiana, baby.
In Louisiana, boo. So yeah, we just love you all, and I appreciate you, Chief Wars, because this channel has grown so big within the 2 years, and you brought out all that cooking with the chief and that Tom Eklund thing, and the from colonizers to chief that Phoenix and them have put together.
Yes,
With that
indeed.
together has been phenomenal. So yeah, we've been missing you all giving all this information because it's been really crazy out there. I'm with you when you was talking about, all the crazy political scene. I'm more plugged in with the local where I
That's
live
right.
at. You know what I'm saying? With the
Don't
local
let none
power.
of this national stuff discourage y'all from your local. Because
Yes,
that's where
ma'am.
your power is. Your power is in the local.
Yes, ma'am. So I really appreciate you and the stuff you bringing for Bonfaka, the history, the historical markers, the museums, all of the stuff that you are bringing to the history of this land. And for me to be a part of it, I'm so honored. It almost brings me to tears sometimes. So, I just want to thank you all. Phoenix, I love you. This petition, we are almost at 10,000 registered voters, right? So we got to keep sharing that petition for the misclassified. I talk to my neighbors all the time,
I think
wherever
what it is,
I live
100,
at.
what it is, 100 and some names
We're
short.
like maybe 108 from
Put that
10,000.
in the chat box, y'all. Come on, we ought to
Yes,
combine 100
please,
people.
somebody put it in the chat because we can get that 108 tonight. I believe in it. I believe
If any of
all the
y'all
people.
are on here and y'all hear our voice, y'all hear what we playing for, let's make that other 100. If we don't hit that 100, y'all gonna have Chief keeping y'all. We're gonna just stay on here till we get our 100. We're gonna start doing that. We want our 100 because I'm giving y'all 250 of my time. Okay? Because we are at 2 hours and 9 minutes and 52 seconds of my time. And all you got to give me is a signature on that petition. If you have not signed the petition, let me see who brave enough to go in that box and say they haven't signed it yet. Who brave? Come on now. We cook with hot sauce down here, and we don't wash no greens in the bathtub. We mean real business. Come on. Do we have anybody who have not signed the petition and need to know where it's at? Finding Our Feathers, then dropped it in the box at 9:12. You don't even have an excuse to say you don't know how to find it. They said we got 104 names to go. Y'all, let's make it happen. Y'all gonna make it happen?
They gonna make it happen, Queen
They gonna
G.
make it
I
happen.
believe in them.
Okay, we
Yes,
only have
we
a
do.
few more days left in this month, so guess what? We should have it by the end of the month
Yes,
because we
indeed.
want to make changes. We got these people begging for votes. They can get 40-some thousand people on the phone line and raise money that they can't raise to feed kids around the country. But we can't raise money to build something to help our own communities. But we can raise multitudes of money to get somebody elected so they both sides lie to us. You know, my mouth always got me in trouble. That's how I got my butt whippings when I was a kid, my mouth. That's why I keep fighting for freedom of speech. That's why I won't go to Saudi Arabia by night because I don't want to go to Chop Chop Block. Because I'm being told them people something over there. And they're going to just say, behead her behind. So I'm just staying in America. And now America getting where they want to behead our behinds too. Where are we going to go? So we ain't got nowhere to go. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a stand. We're going to take a stand. So just like y'all did with this channel, if people won't tell our story, we'll tell it ourselves. If people won't fix it for us, we're going to learn how to fix it ourselves. We can go to Google University now. We can go to YouTube University now. There's no reason today for ignorance. Before you go vote, study what's going on. Some of these same people we trying to vote in that ain't listening to us, this petition may not be something they'll even look at because we are not together to put power behind them. That's why I told y'all earlier last year, register to vote. I hear people talking about, I don't want to vote. Well, you don't want to make a change. I'm accomplishing what I'm accomplishing because I'm involved with my community. I'm involved with my state. I ain't got time to go to Washington because it's too far. But if I have good leaders locally, they will link you with your congressional people. And your congressional people will argue for you up there because they got to come back home to you and ask you for a vote again. Do this make sense? How can I reach the Washington and I can't reach the Slidell? I can't reach the Coupe Drive. I can't reach the Baton Rouge. And I'm worrying day and night, making enemies. This election is breaking families and friends up. People can't go to work together, and nobody on the job can't say nothing about election. That's not what America is about. Freedom of speech, the right to vote. The right to vote does not mean my vote is dedicated to anyone. And because my grandparents and my parents might have voted for a party, that means I may not want to vote for that party, and I should not be harassed because I have freedom of choice. That's the wonderful thing about America. And that's also becoming a bad thing about America because we got people coming from communist countries trying to push communist agendas. Listen, history repeats itself. Let's try not to let it run over us like it has been doing in the past. I'm sitting in Bonfaka that once was France. Whoa, turn my head. Whoop, now I'm in Spain. Bam, now I'm in Britain. Look down. Wow, I'm in America. Have not moved from Bonfaka. But Bonfaka keep getting taken over. So if Bonfaka could have been taken over there many times, can you imagine America? And it was always taken over by people who came from another country. And they don't want to share it with you. They want to take it and control it. And we are a prime example of that. We are victims of that. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And why I said that, when Fannie Lou Hamer became sick and tired of being sick and tired, she moved from the Republican Party to the Democrat Party. We've been sitting there for 60-some years, still begging and knocking at the daggone door. They say they let her in the next time. She ain't got in yet, really, because we ain't even in there. Nobody is answering the issues. We still at the door. We outside. We just like the people was at the convention. We got an outside conversation going on. It ain't going on the inside. We got rich people telling us be poor and be happy. But they got mansions. More than one. You seen them put an S on that. They got millions. They have health care. They have insurance. They have planes. But they say, you know what? Just do what I say do. Don't worry about what you're going to do. Don't worry about your future. Just do what we tell y'all to do. It's time we stop letting people tell us. They're not telling no other race what to do. You do not see white folks going around telling black people off and harassing them. People are harassing Janet Jackson because she spoke freedom of speech. And we're going to sit here and allow that and try to vote it in permanently? It's her today they're attacking. It'll be us tomorrow. Freedom mean what it means. It does not mean that we are free except for those who y'all call gatekeepers to tell us where and when we can speak. We are adults. Janet Jackson have a right to support whoever she wants. The entertainers that say that they friends with Trump have a right to support whoever they want. That's freedom. That's America. But when someone can pick who our friends are, that's going too far. And it's going to cause more and more animosity and distrust. We don't trust the media right now because we sitting there watching them lie. We don't trust the preachers because they up there, people bringing them down where they going to parties and junk, getting rich and doing other things that we don't mention on this channel, but other things. And then y'all let your imagination go with other things. The politicians only want to see you every 4 years. They always have been that way. Then they got the people with their show. Instead of bringing us the news, see, the news people is a part of the Constitution. They supposed to bring us non-biased information so we can make a logical choice. They can't even do that. They bring on harassment. They are making anger happen in our communities. We the people have to make the change. When they was going to take prayer and challenge prayer at our council meetings about a month or two ago, you know what, Phoenix? Chief got her a group from the Christian and the Muslim community. And I went there and said, no. Y'all done took everything else. All we got is prayer. That's what them brought us this for. They got people making people on the internet ashamed to say they love God or believe in God. Peer pressure. Why are we getting all this peer pressure online? Why? And it's grown-ups doing it. And evidently they tried to be bullies when they were going to school or something. That's bullying people. That's not letting them make a freedom of a choice. That's bullying. And it's not making people embrace what you want. It's making people go farther away. That's not the way you heal nothing. If you're good at what you're doing, people will come. But if you got to force me to come against my will, then that's a form of slavery. And I don't care who got fraternities, sororities, or whatever. Nadia, LaTroy, they in fraternity, sorority, they told y'all that. But that does not dictate my life. It does not dictate theirs. Those are things you learned when you was in school as a kid. Now be a grown person and grow up and deal with adult issues. To see a person running for office worrying about what fraternity sorority. To see fraternity sorority raise millions of dollars for an election, and I have not seen them do that to save a black person dying with cancer or buy a wheelchair for a person that's crippled. All soldiers who come back home lame, where they done went fought to give you your rights to make the money that you make. And then you got preachers trying to tell you what to do, and they won't go with you to the court with your children. They won't come see about you in the hospital. They won't come and see about you and give you a check to pay your bills. But have the audacity to tell you who to vote for. I dare you. Ain't that's that word one of them use? I dare you. Don't even know the pain that people are going through with the high unemployment. They got to lie and tell us unemployment is coming down. And in our own communities, I have never seen as many homeless people that I see in St. Tammany Parish and in Slidell. There's a woods of people behind Walmart, was white people, tons of them, look like about 200 of them. They wasn't immigrants. They were people who don't have a job, don't have nowhere to go. So they can get crates and bisqueen and tarp and shopping baskets to build a shelter. In the United States of America, the richest country of the world, have become a third-class place for anyone to live. Third world. Look at California. Go online. San Francisco make you want to cry. There's so many of them. It look like an ocean of top cities. Get involved with your local. The preacher's telling you to send you their tithes. No. I'm going to send you the tithes to buy a plane when everybody homeless down there in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Why are you not down there helping them people? I said P. Diddy, and I want to say this because people don't never give people they just do. When Katrina hit, P. Diddy put a lot of funding out down here to help people. But I never knew P. Diddy was doing all what he was doing either. Because if you're giving $1.5 million party to do corrupt things, you brought a curse on yourself. And look like you brought more curse than you brought blessing. And I'm going to pray for him too, because he have to have been something wrong to do the things that people are saying. Something had to have been wrong there. You see rich people like Warren Buffett and all of these people. They more wealthier than any of these blacks that we have that have became rich. And they got foundations to give back to the white communities and stuff. Where's our foundations from the blacks? To come back and help create jobs in our communities. Help educate some of the children. Y'all, this is a serious issue. They got to mess around and make me preach to y'all tonight. They want to blame the people, but it's not the people. It's the leadership. It's those who have access to the media and not using it right to help other people and reach people properly. It's the preacher's fault that preach about prosperity and don't preach about salvation and love. So if they don't hear it, where do you get it from? But now, those are the people that's going to get up on the TV and tell people what to do. It's time we tell them what we are not going to do. A hungry baby doesn't have a color, y'all. A hungry baby is a hungry baby. It's time people take their tithes and help some of these people in the streets. Create your own community organization. I did it. I had Citizen for a Better St. Tammany way back in the days to help with needs. I worked with school kids. I didn't wait on the elected officials. I didn't wait on the preachers. I still go to prisons and visit prisons and get prisons requests to come to prisons. I got one to fill out now. I tell them in prison, I got you now, you can't go nowhere. You locked down, I'm going to tell you what I got to tell you in here. But I'll do that on the streets with them too. They know that. But y'all, we need to get love into our communities. We need to gain control of our communities. Some of the songs that's out there right now, I told Phoenix, heck, a lot of them I like. I had me a whole playlist I sent to Phoenix. I said they got modern day Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield for this generation. I'm sitting down watching because of all of the pressure on the younger generation. They're pushing them away from the party, being honest with you, and they're pushing them to vote for Trump. They're creating music around Trump. And the Democrats are saying, well, what's going on? Why is these black young men, y'all see it like me, y'all on YouTube, why is the black young men voting for Trump? Maybe they feel he heard them and are understanding them. And maybe they feel he's not talking down on them. And they understand Trump is a businessman that like to have a good time. And they knew him from another time. And they embracing him now. You can't get mad because people gather around somebody they know versus somebody they don't know. Am I speaking for Trump? No, I'm just telling you factual. Just like I just said about P. Diddy. He have done some good things. But evidently, he did more bad. Camilla got to come outside of worrying about her sorority sisters and worry about the issues of America. I don't hear enough God talk. Give me some more talk on God. Because right now, if we ever needed God, now is the time. These storms don't care what your party, your color, your race. These storms is raging in that Atlantic. And every year they're getting more and more and worse and worse. And it's time we start crying out. It's time we get away from some of this corrupt junk. And it's time to preach what God said and not what they creating. Because God said, if my people that's called by my name, that means Christians, turn from their wicked ways. He wasn't talking about street people, he was talking about the church. So we know the church got wicked people because it's in the Bible. So why the land not being healed? We rather get sinful agendas to look popular than do what's right. I'm going to close on this note. Doing right makes enemies. Doing right make people stay away from you. Doing right get you in trouble. It's easy to do wrong. It take a lot of work to stay doing right in a society where so many people want to embrace wrong. I'm not saying this to my audience only. I'm saying this to whoever listened to this video. You cannot have a bad agenda against God and expect to get a blessing. And that's something came out my mouth when I said I wasn't going to be political. But I can't help it. It hurts to turn the TV on. It hurts. You can't even let the children watch the news. News was something everybody could sit down with the family and watch. You can't watch a show. That's right, Evans. Church was for family. They don't want you to say family. Family is conservative. Anything you say that ain't what they want you to say is conservative or is racist. There is racism. I done fought it. There's also prejudice. I done fought it. I done dealt with it. There's also jealousy and envy and strife. I done dealt with it. But even with those things out there, don't make laws to take our rights away from us. I'm a woman and got to fight to say what a woman is. At 64 years old, I got to figure out what to call somebody. Somebody is confused. And it shows, ain't it? When a woman don't know what a woman is. We got people sitting on the Supreme Court that ask about a woman. Say, "Oh, I don't have a definition for a woman because I'm not a biologist." Well, what in the heck we got you up there in the Supreme Court for? I got a 7-year-old grandson can tell you what a woman is. Somebody making us look like we ignorant and they the one stupid. Got that word from my representative, Kennedy, stupid. Because you know I use stupid all the time. Mr. Waldo laughing, but must be a part of Louisiana lingo because my senator be calling them stupid all the time. I'm not stupid. I'm going to let y'all go tonight. If y'all like the show, let me know. But I do want y'all to know I'm very proud to say I love God. Because if it wasn't for God, this tribe would not have survived because all we had one time was prayers. Don't let nobody ever make you shame of God. Because if you shame of him, he's going to be shaming you in the time that you need him. Didn't mean to go pray for y'all and preach for y'all at the same time, but I have said I'm praying for those who are in the line of the storm. And I'm praying that we research, and y'all the best researchers, and choose your candidate based on your freedom of speech and based on your right to vote. Correct what someone say, many died for you to have that right. But also you have a right for representation. And we tired of taxation without representation. Can I close on that note with you all? And I love y'all. But Chief is proud to say, I love God. Evans, I'm with you. You love God. And I'm not trying to take y'all to church. I'm just taking you to facts. Church is within you. Every one of you are a church. Every one of you are a leader. Everybody's a leader. Are we leading people to right or are we leading people to wrong is the issue. And I'm so proud of y'all. We're trying to leave information on this chat that lead people to a better life. And thank you, Finding Out Feathers, from telling me that. Thank you, Davita and Phoenix, from telling me that. Because if you need what I'm doing, I'm willing to give it. The Bible says freely is given and freely you give. I love y'all. I'll update y'all this week. We will have another show coming this week. I'm not gonna be outside. I'm gonna be where I have all the stuff rolling good. But you know what's wonderful? We can go sit outside on the bayou and still have internet. That's moving forward in life because back in the days our ancestors couldn't do that. So I thank y'all very much. I love y'all. Looking forward to seeing you this week, and we're gonna have a dynamite show. Or should I say shows coming ahead. Thank you, Evans. Taxation without representation is where we stand, even in this election today. But don't let nobody bully your vote. It's yours. And that's why they have a curtain on the poll where I vote and I hope where you vote. When you go in there, it's between you and God who you pull that lever for. But do vote. Vote based on your spiritual and moral beliefs, not nobody else's. Okay? So again, I'm not telling you to vote for one or the other. I'm telling you vote your conscience, your belief, but do vote because your vote does matter. That sound fair? But you ain't got to tell nobody who you vote for. That's like your prayer, you and God. Good night, y'all. Love you a million. Good night.